Today's dish is all presented by Stone Academy. We're going to start the show off with something very important today. It is National Doughnut Day.
Round two.
Round two.
This is the second of the both days. The other one happens to be in June.
Oh, why are there two? Do we know?
Because donuts are wonderful.
Right?
That's all I can say.
It just keeps going round and round, I guess. So it's the first Friday in June. That's the first one. And what's your favorite go-to donut spot? Do you have a favorite?
I like Heavenly Donuts a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of the Dunkin' store.
How about Neil's Donuts in Wallingford? That's pretty
Neil's
good,
Donuts
too.
is good. Beach Donuts also good.
Oh, yeah, Beach Donuts on CT Style. Okay.
Really, if someone hands me a donut, I'm going to eat it.
No matter what.
Yeah. However, see what he was making there? The powdered jelly donuts?
Yeah.
I prefer the sugared ones, not the powdered sugar
I'm
ones.
a French cruller guy.
Do you dip in the coffee?
No.
I think that's what a lot of people do with those.
Really?
There's not much flavor.
French crullers are the bomb. I thought that's what like police officers in The Simpsons do. They take the donuts and like people really do that. Tom, do you dip your donuts? Do you dip your donuts?
Dunkin' Donuts?
I know, but
Have you ever heard of
but I've never
Dunkin'
seen
Donuts?
somebody do that. I just thought it was a cute name, and that's nice. But like, my grandma does it, but beyond her, I don't know.
Only old people dunk their donuts?
No,
is that what you're saying? Because that's ridiculous.
Right. You know what? We're gonna make it a trend. We're gonna start dunking our donuts.
You're missing out.
I am. Dunkin' Donuts just got their money's worth.
They
on
sure
that
did.
One.
All right, tomorrow is a very important day. Everyone should be heading to the polls to vote in Connecticut.
Yeah, but there's another election that we're going to tell you about here. We're talking about the Connecticut Kids Governor. Fifth graders are casting their vote today, and it's all part of a statewide civic program that teaches students about the state government, and they vote for elections and the importance of civic engagement. 7 kids are on the ballot this year, and they're talking about issues ranging from poverty to limiting the use of electronics, and the winner is going to have a year-long term as the kid governor.
Well, I hope we can get them on the show once they win. I'd like to hear their platform and everything else.
I love the limiting electronic one.
That's huge. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, really nice.
Something to work towards. Yeah. All right, over the weekend, Ariana Grande shocked her fans by dropping a new song about her breakup with SNL star Pete Davidson.
Yeah, it's just a half hour before she took the stage on Saturday night. And so it's
even almost got married, and for Pete I'm so thankful. One taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing.
All right, so that's her new song.
It's called Humble.
Thank You Next. Right. I mean, I think it's she's kind of saying, hey, to all my ex-boyfriends, you taught me something.
She took that approach towards it, right? She learned something.
Yeah, her second ex-boyfriend, Mac Miller, unfortunately passed away, so she mentions him in the song of being an angel. So she's putting her 2 cents out there in the world, I guess.
And we're listening to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, at first glance, it looks like the perfect picture of a newly engaged couple.
Yes, this is Jose and Diana. The happy couple is surrounded by balloons and flowers and the whole bit. But look closely there. Is that her hand? No, it's not. That's not Diana's real hand. It's her cousin Jenna. She pitched in with the perfectly manicured nails. Jenna explained that in her career as a hand stand-in on Twitter, because I guess the soon-to-be newlywed didn't have her nails done or manicured, so her cousin.
Yeah, she was a nurse. She never had time to get her nails done. So there you go. I don't know if it matches exactly. What do you think?
I mean, it's a cute idea. I can understand it because girls, that's the thing, right?
Well, you don't want to have your chipped nails, I guess, showing off your engagement.
I mean, like, look at mine. Can we get a close-up of mine just to give you guys an idea of what my hands truly look? Those are my real hands, right there, right? Yeah, no different. Just
it's worth a try.
Yeah, we tried.
All right, the next story is about to spice up your life. The Spice Girls are announcing their reunion tour.
Oh, get ready for this one. Spice Girls are ready. 4 of the original members. Emma Baby Spice is there. Jerry Ginger Spice and Sporty Spice and Scary Spice, but the one that I think most people are looking for.
Everybody wanted to see Posh Spice, and she's not taking part in the reunion tour.
She said, no way, Jose. The Spice Girls UK tour kicks off June 2019. Tickets go on sale on Saturday. Which one do you think you're most like?
I don't know them too well to judge, but I've always liked Victoria Beckham.
All right, so you're Posh. I would be Scary.
You're not that scary, though.
No, I'm not? Okay, never mind. Unintimidating Spice, I guess.
You named one, a new one.
I just made up a new one, yeah. Why not? Tom likes it. I don't know.
All right, so if you have ever wondered what life is like under the sea, you have the opportunity to find that out.
Yeah, but it's not going to come at a pretty penny here. It's the world's first ever underwater hotel. It's open in Conrad, Maldives, Rangelis Island. If you've been there before, let us know. But it's 15 feet below the Indian Ocean. There's a private gym, a bar, and an infinity pool. If you didn't think being underwater was enough, the cost is $50,000 a night. And the kicker, you have to be there for a minimum.
Oh my
of 4
goodness,
nights.
there's a minimum.
That's stunning, though. I mean, imagine if one could
Be
afford
some
that.
honeymoon, I guess.
That would be a beautiful experience. So cool. But it's also a little creepy because it's like, I don't know, isn't it scary?
I don't find that creepy, no.
You do
Unless
it?
there's like scuba divers, but I don't think so.
How about sharks? You wouldn't be freaked out
You're
by sharks?
safe. You're safe.
Okay. All right.
Not for you.
Not for me.
Take your $200 grand and go someplace
Yes,
else, I
that's
guess.
right. I'm putting that in my 401k, I guess.